What's up, Macedon family? We're back. Episode 2. The season has started. Week 1 is over. My name's John Diedrich, back again. I'm here with
Owen Banner.
And this week is week 1. We're recapping, kind of talking with a couple of the guys throughout the weeks and making sure that we're locked in and everybody, all the viewers, know what's going on. So this week we have Owen Banner, who just started with us here and had a pretty good weekend. So we have 47.5 points, 39 kills with a hitting percentage of 342.342 and 4 service aces and a couple blocks. Kind of walk me through like that process, the weekend, how you're feeling. Were you nervous first week or what? Walk me through it, man.
I mean, obviously, I had a little bit of nerves going into these two games. My first two collegiate NCAA games. So I was pretty excited. I was pretty nervous. I just had to go in the game, with a bunch of confidence, trusting the team. I feel like we have a pretty good foundation for the team, and we have a lot of chemistry. So felt good playing with a new squad. I feel like beginning of fall, we were kind of a little shaky. We had to work on a few things, but going into these first few games, we definitely have cleaned some stuff up, worked on our systems, our offensive and defensive systems. So yeah, I just felt like we really flowed out there despite losing a game. So
Yeah, so I think, get Missouri S&T was they got a lot of juniors and seniors, so they're more well-rounded. And obviously, first week 1, we didn't have Carlo with us, which Vince played a very nice role as a freshman and new guys. So, again, same thing, just like getting to know each other, getting the culture set, getting the mindset right. Like, obviously, everybody was probably a little nervous at the beginning, but as the game flowed, I think we played well. And, unfortunately, it was 15-13 the fifth set. But I liked how we kind of responded for night 2 against NJIT. NJIT is ranked number 2, I think, in the EIVA, and they've had a lot of they've been on the road for 2 weeks now and have been playing good ball. But it was nice to take that one away from them. I think night 2, as we got Carlo into rotation, everybody was kind of on the same page. I think learned from night 1 and didn't just bounce out and kind of give up. After a loss that, guys are kind of upset about, which is natural. Obviously, nobody wants to lose. But I think we responded well and got that win over NJIT. You had another good night there. Carlo played well. Our middles played well. Logan was kind of, has a little bit of a right shoulder, but getting that figured out. So good week 1. I think a lot to learn. I think, now that we're coming up, we go to Lindenwood this weekend. We leave Thursday. Playing in a tournament against Menlo and CSUN. So excited to get some West Coast teams under our belts. How are you feeling about this weekend?
Feeling excited. Going back to last weekend, talking about the NGIT game. I knew it was obviously going to be a pretty good game after NGIT going 0-3, and then us also losing our first game against Missouri S&T. So I knew it was going to be a good battle, and it was nice to see a lot of our players step up when they needed to, especially Carlo being a freshman and going into his first collegiate match and dropping 22 kills. I think that's really impressive. And but going into this weekend, I'm just really excited to play against CSUN and Menlo. I think it'll be a really good competition, and I know everyone else is ready for the competition. And at the end of the day, we all want to compete, so we're all excited.
I think what's cool about, I don't know, I always enjoy the first road trip. Everybody doesn't know what to expect, especially the new freshmen and guys coming from all over. Obviously, you coming from the West Coast, and I'm guessing you probably know some of these guys on these teams. So always, talking some smack and getting under each other's skin. I think it's always fun. And we obviously, Lindenwood being in our conference, some of the guys are used to that gym, but I think this weekend is important just to compete. The West Coast schools are, typically usually pretty good. So, and we know CSUN is ranked 12th, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a big weekend, but I think it just helps with our confidence rolling in, these next couple weeks out of conference, getting our confidence up and getting ready for conference play. But I'm excited for this weekend, and I think the first week jitters is out of the way. Just getting back for practice, getting ready for this weekend. I'm excited. But yeah, I don't know what else.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready to compete.
With 2 games under your belt, what's the mindset and the changes that you think you're going to make going into this weekend?
I feel like a lot of the changes are going to be changes as a team, mainly in our serving and our blocking systems. We had a lot of missed serves this weekend, and I feel like that alone really led both the games to go to 5 sets. And I just feel like if we can clean those serves up, clean those little errors up, then I feel like we could be more of a force offensively. And going back to like blocking as well, we just didn't really have like a well-formed block, in my opinion, this past weekend. So I just feel like cleaning those little tiny little errors up can just make a big difference in our game.
Yeah. And I think, keeping that mindset of, we're still young and still learning is super important because, we're not a finished product at all. So I think coming into practice, just working hard, keep communicating as much as we can, and getting to know each other as weeks go on, I think we'll be pretty set for Lindenwood.
Yeah,
so I'm excited. Tell me, how's that Fortnite? Does Fortnite get you prepared for?
Fortnite actually does get me prepared. I play every single day.
All right, well, that sums up week 1, episode 2 with Owen Banner. Again, I'm John Diedrich, and we will see you next week. As always, go Dons.
Go Dons.